Okay, so if you've ever found yourself wandering the streets of Munich or Berlin, desperately staring at your map and wondering how to just ask a local for help without totally butchering the language, well, you're absolutely in the right place. Today, we're diving into this explainer that breaks down a highly practical guide to navigating a German town. We're talking about asking for directions and, honestly, more importantly, mastering the German imperative grammar so you actually understand those directions when they're fired back at you. Okay, let's dive right into this. Imagine you're our lost tourist. Your phone battery is totally dead, the street signs are just looking like a jumble of letters, and you need to ask the ultimate survival question. Wie komme ich zum Bahnhof? How do I get to the train station? Literally, this single question is the foundation of our entire journey today. So, here's our roadmap for the explainer. First, places and polite questions. 2, basic direction vocabulary. 3, the German imperative. 4, tricky grammar rules. And finally, 5, navigating real conversations. We'll build this up from single words all the way to confident, complete routes. Let's kick things off with Section 1, places and polite questions. We're going to quickly burst through the core vocabulary of essential town landmarks you'll be trying to find on our virtual journey. We have der Bahnhof for the train station. If there's an emergency, you need das Krankenhaus, the hospital. Then there's die Schule for the school, der Supermarkt for the supermarket, and, of course, die Apotheke for the pharmacy. These are your essential anchor points. But, you can't just run up to a stranger and shout, Bahnhofs! You need some polite openings. Words like Entschuldigung, or the slightly more formal, Entschuldigen Sie bitte, are absolute non-negotiables. Both mean excuse me. You'd follow that up with Können Sie mir helfen? Can you help me? Or simply Ich suche, meaning I am looking for. Leading with these phrases is pretty much the only way to ensure locals are actually willing to stop and help you out. Moving right along to Section 2, basic direction vocabulary. Now that we actually have someone's attention, let's look at the basic building blocks of the directions they're going to give us back. Rechts is right, links is left, and geradeaus means straight ahead. Locals are also going to use physical landmarks to guide you, things like die Kreuzung for the intersection and die Ampel for the traffic light. Seriously, if you only remember 3 words today, make them rechts, links, and geradeaus. Now, before we jump into the actual grammar of commands, we need to clarify a really crucial difference. If you ask, wo ist der Bahnhof, you're just asking where it is. But asking, wie komme ich zum Bahnhof, asks for the actual route. And hey, notice that little word zum? In German, the preposition zu contracts with the definite article. So for masculine or neuter places, zu dem simply becomes zum. For feminine places, zu der becomes zur. So it's zum Bahnhof but zur Apotheke. Which brings us to the core of our explainer, Section 3, the German imperative. The imperative is basically how we give commands and instructions, and it changes depending on exactly who you are speaking to. Let's start with the formal Sie rule, which you'd use for strangers or authority figures. You just take the infinitive verb, stick it at the very front, and follow it immediately with Sie. So, gehen Sie geradeaus, go straight ahead. The wild thing is, it looks exactly like a question. It's literally only your context and your downward intonation that reveal you're giving a command rather than asking if they're walking straight. So the crucial point is that things change when you're speaking to a single friend, the informal du. The highly practical formula here is simple. Take the present tense du gehst, drop the pronoun du, and drop that st ending. You are left with just geh. So to tell your buddy to go straight, you literally just say geh geradeaus. No pronouns required whatsoever. But what if you're trying to direct a whole group of friends? That's where the informal plural ihr comes in. The rule here is to use the normal ihr verb form, like ihr geht, but just remove the pronoun ihr. So you'd say geh geradeaus. You just keep the T verb ending. But a quick warning here, make sure you don't accidentally leave the ihr in the sentence, or again, it's going to sound like you're asking them a question instead of giving an instruction. And this brilliantly illustrates the whole system. Comparing all 3 imperative forms side by side really solidifies these grammar patterns in your mind. Look at the verb gehen. Formally, it's gehen Sie. For a single friend, it's geh, and for a group, it's geht. The exact same thing happens with warten, which means to wait. Warten Sie, warte, wartet. Seeing it laid out like this really takes all the guesswork out of it, right? Okay, time for Section 4, tricky grammar rules. Look, German always has a few exceptions, and we're going to tackle the most common pain points right now. First up is the verb abbiegen, meaning to turn. Because it's a separable verb, you might be super tempted to say, abbiegen Sie rechts. But actually, scratch that. It's incorrect. The prefix up absolutely must separate and jump to the very end of the command. So the correct, natural phrasing is biegen Sie rechts ab. Next up is a highly common irregular verb that honestly trips up almost everyone, nehmen, to take. In the informal do command, the vowel actually changes. So nehmen becomes Nimm. If you want to tell a friend to take the first street on the left, it's Nimm die erste Straße links. Don't accidentally say name. Just embrace that I and always use Nimm. Let's take a second to correct a really common grammar myth. A lot of people think German commands always have to end with an exclamation mark. But no way, that's just not true. For polite, everyday directions, a standard full stop is perfectly natural. Gehen Sie geradeaus with a full stop is perfectly polite. Slapping an exclamation mark on there just makes the tone a lot stronger or more urgent. And trust me, you definitely don't need to shout your directions at tourists. Let's move to our final section, Section 5, Navigating Real Conversations.
Now we're pulling all our vocabulary and grammar together to see these sequences in real-world action. We don't just bark single commands at people. We walk them step by step using sequencing words, which basically act as the glue making your instructions logical. Zuerst for first, dann for then, and danach for after that. So it goes, zuerst gehen Sie geradeaus, dann biegen Sie rechts ab, danach überqueren Sie die Straße. These transition words just make your instructions flow perfectly.
Here's a really beautiful model of a formal dialogue. Someone asks, Wie komme ich zum Bahnhof? And the response, Gehen Sie zuerst geradeaus bis zur Kreuzung. Biegen Sie dann links ab, der Bahnhof ist auf der rechten Seite. Notice that last sentence? The train station is on the right side. We drop the imperative entirely there because, well, we're no longer giving a command, we're simply stating a location. But hey, let's be totally realistic for a second. Sometimes someone asks you for directions and you genuinely have no clue where the hospital or the train station is. These phrases right here are your lifesavers. Tut mir leid, ich bin nicht von hier. I'm sorry, I'm not from here. Or you can use the word leider, meaning unfortunately, to kind of soften the blow. Ich kenne den Weg leider nicht. These phrases help you decline politely without sounding abrupt or rude. Okay, let's summarize the absolute non-negotiables from this explainer, basically your perfect mental memory box before we wrap up. Always use zum and zur correctly based on gender. Memorize those see, do, and ihr formulas. Remember that abbiegen separates, the command for nehmen is nimm, and please always start your interactions politely with Entschuldigung. I do want to give a quick nod to the amazing source material powering this explainer today. If you loved this structured breakdown and you want to jump into more interactive practice, role plays, and really deep dive into the German language, be sure to visit www.falowen.app, which is powered by the Learn Language Education Academy. Wow, we have covered a ton of ground today. We navigated through towns, dodged those tricky grammatical pitfalls, and learned how to always lead with politeness. The next time you walk out your door, try to mentally map your route using your brand new German command skills. It's a great way to practice. So I'm going to leave you with this final challenge. Also, wie kommst du heute an dein nächstes Ziel? How are you getting to your next destination today?